So every day another pandering fool emerges. I really hate when our brothers do this because it helps women at a 0% level, stroking their ego, massaging their pride to appear as their ally, when in reality, when you pander to women, you're really their enemy. These type of men pander to women for their own selfish agenda, and that agenda is a dollar sign. And it's sad because I've seen basically all sisters in his comment section, as if this video is helping them get the outcomes of men that they desire. We know it's all about money. We know that's all y'all want is a man with some money to take care of you. We get it. But pandering is not going to help you get that outcome, baby. So you can champion this man, you can like his videos, you can listen to him and tell him he's preaching, no lies told, which he did tell some lies, but we about to get into it. But at the end of the day, baby, that ain't going to help you get the man you desire. That ain't going to help you get a rich, successful man that you desire by listening to a pandering fool. Didn't y'all see that with Derek Jackson? And that man gained more followers after that situation. Y'all be tripping me out, man. Roll the tape.
A recent study just came out and it said that most men today are more compatible with other men. No, I am not coming for your sexuality or calling you gay.
Now, from what I can tell, this study is done from an Australian group of men. And when you say men are more compatible with their bros with other men, are women not more compatible with each other? You see what I'm saying? This is how you know this brother is aligning with women. Men, we talk about weapons, we talk about getting money, we talk about sports, we talk about our cars, our relationships. We're able to confide in each other. And women do the same thing with each other. They talk about their looks, their makeup, their weight, their kids, their family, gossip, celebrities. You see, we talk about different things as different genders and we align more with each other, but that does not mean that we're not looking for a compatible mate on the opposite side of the genders. Just like a woman is looking for a compatible mate, but we don't think the same. We don't align. We don't talk about the same things. We have different ideologies because we're a different gender. So that was a slight towards men to try to show his allegiance to women, because that's what women love to do, is call men homosexuals. That's what women do.
Based on your education level, your emotional intelligence, your income level, your communication skills, you are more compatible with your bros than you are with the woman that you want. It went on to say that women are dominating in these 4 key areas and it's affecting the entire dating market. My goal is not to bash you, bro. My goal is to just bring you awareness so you know what you're up against. First and most obvious one is financial independence. Biologically, historically, bro, women mate across and up. This means that they date men who do better than them in life. The reason is because women, they risk their bodies, their health, risk their independence, their life to have kids and to raise a family. And in order to make up for that, they want to date men that they know can provide for that family.
It's called survival and being hypergamous, bro. And in today's world, more than ever, women want a life of leisure. They're lazy. They don't want to work. They want you to take care of everything financially. They feel like that's your job as a man. It's always been this way, but it's just worse now. So I guess a man isn't risking his life every day that he has to protect for that woman. Do you know how much money it would cost to have 24/7 security? A 24/7 bodyguard protection? You're looking at upwards of $250,000 per year. But a man's supposed to do that for free, right?
Now the women are doing better than the men financially.
That's a lie. Not a single race in America do the women in that race make more than the men in that race. Every single race, the man makes more money than the woman of that race. So that's a lie. You're lying to women, bro.
They're not dating for survival anymore. They're not dating for family and shit anymore. They're dating men who can bring or provide an upgrade to their life because they don't need to bank on men for finance anymore.
Did you not just say women date across and up? How is that not dating for survival? If that's the case, they shouldn't care how much money a man makes if he makes less than her or any money at all. If she's doing so great, pandering. You are pandering, bro.
Second area they're dominating in is education. The average woman reads about 15 books per year. The average man reads less than 7.
And here we have another lie. It's multiple ways to break this down. 77% of women read at least 1 book per year. 68% of men read at least 1 book per year. Women read on average 5 to 9 books per year. Men on average read 3 to 5 books per year. Women also outperform men in sustained attention tasks. Boys and men prefer activities, active things, hands-on things, or simply visual. It's about interest and alignment. It's a psychological thing. Women favor fiction books, personal growth, and stories that explore their emotions or their relationships.
This is deeper than some fucking books. It is simply an indication that the knowledge and education gap is growing. And now conversations aren't even intriguing. You get on that date, you get on that phone call, you have nothing to talk about. If you can't stimulate a woman's mind, you will never get to her physical.
Now, I've listened to a lot of women talk. I've heard their conversations. It often revolves around men. Relationships, dating, love, their emotions. Rarely are their conversations really deep, like real deep. It's usually very surface level, celebrity gossip, a bunch of blabber and bullshit or their friends or some goofy shit. It's never anything real deep, never anything super intellectual. So you can stop the pandering. Men are the ones who have to carry the conversation if you want to get past the surface level shit. because their conversations will be very emotionally driven, complaining and nagging about their job or their boss or their coworkers or their friends or their mom or their auntie or their cousin or somebody.
The third area is emotional intelligence. This is probably the biggest one, fellas.
Now, this is something that I couldn't wait to touch on because this is something that women ask for but often do not reciprocate it and do not give it. They always say, oh, he got to be emotionally intelligent. Then they respond emotionally over logic, passive aggressive with their communication, can't separate their feelings from their better judgment, using emotional manipulative outcomes, being emotionally inconsistent, gaslighting, shutting down, silent treatment, overreacting, yelling, screaming, fussing, crying, can't handle criticism, won't take accountability, indirect communication, and personalizing every goddamn thing. Oh, I forgot to mention difficulty accepting responsibility, guilt tripping, need for validation or approval. These are all ways that women can be not emotionally intelligent.
And it is so bad that there's this proposal called Red Shirt the Boys. Scientific evidence backs the idea that delaying when boys start school could improve academic and developmental outcomes. Basically, they want to keep all the young boys back a year or two just to keep up with women. Let that sink in. And then the fourth, and this one is obvious, but just health and self-care. Women on average go to the doctor more, typically take care of their skin and their bodies more, and just overall prioritize their health and their well-being more.
Now, one might say women go get more checkups because they have a bacterial sponge between their legs. So they got to go and get that pap smear, mammograms, lumps in their breasts. So yes, they do take a lot more preventative measures than men do, but it's not by a long shot. 82% of women see doctors annually versus 62% of men. But this is also by social conditioning and fear-mongering. Women will get more vaccines quicker because of fear. Men are more fearless and skeptical. Women are often socialized to monitor health and body changes. Women are also a lot more willing to discuss their issues with a doctor than men are. The social norm for men is that real men tough it out. A lot of men feel like it's nothing, so we don't even go. And a lot of times we're working so much for our women and our family that we don't prioritize it because we're too worried about taking care of our family that we love. So we prioritize the money first. I can't stand no man who panders. It doesn't help our women. It doesn't help us as a black community. Stop the pandering.